Hello everybody and welcome to day 2 of the Guild Ball World Team Championship. I'm your host Jamie and I'm joined once again.
I'm Dominic Westland. Hey. We've got, well, in terms of teams that are left over undefeated at this point, some huge upsets have already happened. USA won. In fact, all the USA teams gone. Scotland won, defeated.
Yeah.
And we're down to the last 6, I believe, at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how maths works.
8.
8.
8.
I'll have a look. I've got a picture of it somewhere. Excellent start. Undefeated 6 teams. We have Germany 1, England 3, England 1, France 3, Steamforged Games, and the Czech Republic.
And we have the Czech Republic versus France.
Yes, I believe we have France on the left hand, unless they've swapped. Oh, here we go. France Hunters, Czech Republic Fishes in the bottom right hand corner of the screen.
Yep.
Nice and easy.
France on the right, Czech on the left. Czech obviously using their fish, and France using the hunters. Jean-Loup for France and Slava for Czech.
And we'll just go through their cards quickly. So France has keep the ball moving for +4, full back for +5, back in the game for +4, seize the initiative for +7, and the offside trap for +1. And then for the Czech Republic, we have, let's see, go for the knees +5, wing backs for +4, keep your chin up for +4, sell it to the crowd for +6, and grudge match for +6. So slightly higher cards, I think, for the Czech. Yep. But France do have an all-important 7 in hand.
It's an interesting one because the fish player, Slava, he's going to have a nice, consistent 4 to 6 for the entire game, regardless. France is going to have a good, strong 4 turns, and then they're going to falter a little bit towards the end when they start to hit that 1.
So he's going to have to really make sure that he maximises his momentum generation, which Hunters, I mean, they're not amazing at it, but they're certainly not awful.
Well, you kind of want to get that +1 out of the way as early as possible, so that you're left with the best options for you.
So they may be looking to kick off so they can guarantee last activation, maybe get a nice big pool of momentum from the last activation. We're just joined them a little bit before the team selection itself. I guess it's an opportune moment to mention we've got some new stuff on the Steamforged Games web store this weekend. We've got the 2 new Resin Alchemist boxes, the team led by Midas and Smoke, and the first batch of the veterans have been re-released in resin as well, all on the Steamforged Games website.
Yes. Just so everyone's aware, we don't have a...
I'm waving on the stream. Hey, man.
We don't have our chat open for this game.
Laptop died.
Laptop died, so we're going to run up after this game and grab our laptops, so we'll have chat for game 2 and, well, game 5 and 6, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So, just sitting here, I mean, we would have the, I can make a stab at the Hunters roster.
Go on. Call it now.
Cool. I think that's the bear on the right-hand side. Go for the easy one. Looks like Farhad as well. I think that's Egret.
Oh, wait, you're calling the entire roster?
Oh, yeah, the entire roster.
I think
the drafting. So it looks like for the Hunters we have Theron and Snow, and then Tentacles, and that's got to be, I think, Shark for the Fisherman.
Interesting. So we were discussing earlier, and we thought Corsair might get dropped. We're not sure if he's in his 12.
Yeah, not entirely sure if it's in the 12. I would imagine it would be Shark and somebody, depending on whether you like Corsair or not. The Fish have just picked Fathom.
We have got chat, thanks to good old Ronan. He's
what a lad.
What a guy.
And Cena down for the Hunters. Do.
Can't see him anywhere.
I know, right? Hag for Shark. Now, that's interesting. An all-star you saw all the time in Fish teams in Season 3. Falling a little better favour in Season 4. Let's see how that works. Edge for the Hunters on the FCD models there. Knuckles for Shark. Oh, so he's going for a very mixed arms Shark team here.
Knuckles?
Yeah. Minx for the Hunters. No surprise there, really. If you're going to see 2 players all the time in Hunters, it's going to be Minx and probably Cena. Wonder what the 6th slot is going to have for us.
Piling out the traps. And Theron on the right pick, knowing you're going into Fish with Penned.
Control Fathom, Control Shark.
Exactly.
Although it looks like Steeljaw was his other selection, so yeah, I think probably out of those 2, Theron was probably the call.
Yeah.
Wonder what that last pick is going to be. If I was the Fish player, I'd be looking to get probably at least 1 more capable striker in there, just to be on the safe side. So maybe Veterans Kana. Got to imagine Veterans Kana's in that roster somewhere. Checking Edge's cards.
So run through the fish team quickly. Sorry, I've missed one off.
Sure. So we have Shark, Tentacles, Fathom, Hag, and Knuckles. That looks like the original Metal Shark. I don't think that's UK. The only other captain it could be is UK, because Corsair is a lot bigger. Do you have the Hunters so far?
I have, yes. Yeah.
Cool. So
waiting for that final pick.
Oh, he's reaching into the case. Live unboxing.
Oh, Is it going to be that one?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Grayscales.
Oh, another model that's recently fallen out of favour for fish. So a very kind of old school fish team, other than the inclusion of Knuckles. So I'll see how this pans out for him. Although we did say another striker would probably be not a bad idea. And Grayscales, he's still got it.
Yeah.
Still got it. Although he's definitely one of the models that you're seeing a lot
dead.
of fish players. Yeah, I mean, there is that. He's definitely a model that a lot of fish players aren't even including him in the 12 anymore. Same with Hag. So, yeah. So
I guess if you're playing a more the thing we should say about the Czech is that their team composition
it's
they
spicy.
have fishermen, navigators, and order. So
Goals everywhere.
Goals everywhere, and I know that our Steamforged lot were terrified.
Yep.
Because they can deal with one football player.
Can't deal with three.
Can't deal with three. The comp's not built for it for us.
Yeah.
So I imagine he's actually built his 12.
And that is Egrets, rounding it out. It's not a bad call. Of course, buffed ever so slightly by the errata, but a big change up with Falconers and Hunters. She's gained close control. So maybe a place that they're sitting the ball to. Looking at it, I believe we have Hunters kicking off into fish. I think that's the Falconer ball just by that bit of terrain there, which means I would be very surprised if I didn't see some type of goal from the fish early doors. So yeah, just going through that, the 6 we have on each side. For the fish, it looks like we have Shark, Tentacles, Grayscales, Hag, Knuckles, and let's see, that's Knuckles, that's Hag, Fathom. Fathom. And then for the Hunters, Theron, Snow, Egret, Veteran Minx, Cena, and Edge.
Interesting.
So very goal-scoring on both sides. Now, traditionally, Hunters haven't had that good of a kickoff game unless you're playing Scather. What I would imagine we're probably going to see from the Hunter side, we're probably going to see, I would imagine, Theron kicking off. So he's got that little bit of extra distance to try and control the fish's considerable ball pressure. Yeah. Of course, Knuckles, all the flavour at the moment. Very punchy, lots of damage potential. I think he's mainly we're going to see a lot of use of heavy tackle in this game, so he can knock someone down and grab the ball at the same time. I mean, speaking of fish, we've got Tentacles there as the mascot. The other fish mascot, Salt, the top lad, is actually one of the 3 models that has not been taken in any of the 150 players rosters this weekend. Yeah, the other 2 being Hoist and Original Brisket. Now, particularly
how times have changed.
I know, right? Particularly for Hoist and Salt. I mean, if this had been like a season or 2 ago, you would have seen those guys absolutely everywhere.
We've got a couple of people in the chat. We got let's go here. Sampler 9, Peter O'Sullivan, Pierre Bielabo. Oh, slaughtered it. Sorry, Pierre.
It's over.
Jonathan Latham, Mike Myers, Luke Smith. Good morning, everybody.
Hello from Belgium.
Thank you all for joining us so early in the day.
Yeah. I mean, I feel more awake than first game yesterday, which was that was an absolute riot. So I've only just woken up and I need to commentate on an entirely converted Fangtooth team.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I could probably identify most of these models.
Alrighty. So I know a couple of players thought the round started at 9:30 today.
Yeah.
I know, Bryce being one of them. And Perkins at breakfast was like, I've got to go wake him up.
Yeah, it's he's turning it to a 3-person event with 1 person still upstairs in the room.
As long as you win both those games, though, it doesn't really
matter.
matter.
Exactly. So what we're saying here is that Bryce's game
doesn't matter.
Exactly, yeah.
Steve's
got it.
Stephen Perkins will have it.
Perkins has it, yeah. Pocket Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely Hunter's kicking off. I reckon that dice there in his little goal circles probably is momentum.
Starting momentum.
Yeah. Like I said, I would be very surprised if I didn't see a Theron kick off. Although, I'm not overly familiar with the Hunters myself. Very familiar with playing against them, playing with them. Maybe there's something I haven't seen.
We've got Hayden Sheehan from all the way from Oz watching.
Hello, Hayden.
Probably quite late at night for him.
Players joking. So the Czech side playing the fish, just heading out the room quickly, and France joking that, we'll just turn the clock on as you're out. Dirty play already starting. I would expect nothing less from the beautiful game of Guild Ball.
So, guys in chat, who managed to watch the last game of yesterday?
Oh, that was spicy, wasn't it?
Brewers versus Alchemists. If you didn't get the chance to watch that, I really recommend when they go up on YouTube after, get yourself to watch that game. It is a cracker.
A masterclass of how to break the standoff, I would say.
It's 5:30 in Oz, just in case anyone was wondering. So it's not too late.
Okay,
perfect time to watch all the games today.
Yeah. So that'll probably take you to just before midnight, probably, ish. Some quick
lunch break. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so
just getting everything ready.
See, normally we are so bad at catching people before the games, and now we're catching the laying out of the tokens.
Yeah. Riveting stuff.
But engineers are being played.
Not an engineer.
I know I've already done that joke. Okay,
no.
I've got like one joke.
Riveting.
I'll get my coat.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so Czech Republic back in the house with their. That's a very interesting team composition.
For the fishermen.
Yeah, well, for the Czechs overall, I think just going very heavy goal scoring.
Yeah.
I guess the natural.
We were discussing this morning. So my thoughts on it was that if it's kind of like the idea of pushing a strength. Usually, like each team comp has one player that's happy to take the goal scoring opposition because they've got the control to deal with it. For us on Steamforged, that's Jimmy Perkins with Morticians.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then they've got farmers and brewers because they can brawl pretty well.
Yeah, exactly.
With anyone. However, when you come up against 3 goal scorers, yes, the Morticians might be able to control one of them, but then the other 2 don't deal well with it.
It's that interesting additional meta game on top of the game itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, who do you drop when? How do you counter? I mean, I'm actually unsure if there is a correct kind of composition, whether you have like one fighter, one goal scorer, one flexer. I think you probably want something quite durable and flexible for your initial drop in.
Yeah, so like Masons, Blacksmiths.
Exactly.
It's kind of like all-rounders.
Beyond that, I'm not sure if there is like a quote-unquote correct way to build a 3.
So Hunters deploying here on the top side of the pitch.
Yeah, very, very lopsided.
Interestingly, before the game, we were calling the fact that Hunters would be on this regardless of who they were playing against because
there's
a mighty big
right there.
forest. We've not seen O'Hearn.
He's again fallen out of favour. I mean, both Hearns are. You don't tend to see them too often. I mean, Veteran Hearn's still a game because he can jump around and teleport.
Yep.
I mean, I still look at O'Hearn. I think he's okay, but Hunter players can probably tell me why I'm wrong. So, in terms of deployment, it looks like going from the top on the Hunter side all the way to the bottom, we have Snow, then Theron, then Edge, who seems to be kicking off. Cena facing completely the wrong way. Veteran Minx, and then Egret down at the bottom. Edge kicking off. Well, no, that's. Have I missed something? I don't think I've only ever played against Edge in her playtest form. So, is there a reason why you kick off with Edge? If there is, chats, and you're more up on your Edge kickoff than I would be, then drop us a message in the chat and let us know. So, nothing immediately on the front of the card. I mean, 9-inch moves, so 10-inch threat. That's not amazing off the front line.
I think it's the Mirage.
Aha!
With that massive forest, she can get around. She can be anywhere in that sort of like top left
There
quadrant.
you go. So she's got that kind of deceptively large actual threat range. Yeah. Okay.
So she kicks off, moves into it, mirages to the side of it.
Okay, not bad. Okay, so that's why. Okay, so that's why you do the kickoff.
I think you just want to get them as fast as possible over there.
Not too bad idea. So doing the same with the deployment for the fish. Top down to the bottom with Grey Scales, then Shark, then Knuckles, then Hag, then Tentacles, then Fathom right down the bottom. So what I would probably expect is Edge to kick off somewhere in the vicinity of that forest, that ball to zip all the way down the line to Fathom, then Fathom to slip in around that flank and score. They've shaken hands and the game is on.
Let's begin. Guys in chat, call what you think the result will be now. We'll see if you are right at the end of the game. I'm calling a Fathom goal, a Shark goal.
Yeah.
But I think then Hunters will leak it out.
And then it's what do you do? It's the age-old question with any goal-scoring team. How do you then get that last 4? Yeah, that Fathom goal seems quite safe. So there's no one there on that right-hand side.
No one to disrupt that. So, yeah, I think we'll see. I mean, yeah, with Theron position where he is, he's not going to be able to go over and get the pinned off.
Or maybe we were incorrect looking at where that base has been placed. Maybe Edge is going over towards the left-hand side because he spotted that weakness in his own deployment. He spotted the fact that that Fathom goal, was probably going to happen. So what I'll do to try and prevent that is I'll aim the ball towards you
Yeah.
So you have to come and grab it, or someone else has to come and grab it. And then if
interesting.
you want to try and score around the left-hand side, that's where my whole team is. So if you want to come forwards, go ahead.
It's quite a greedy kickoff because he's really hoping for that direction 1, distance 2, or whatever to scatter into the terrain.
No, it's not too bad. I think he'll be. But I guess the rest of them, like for that 2 and that 3, that 2's really good. The 3's not awful.
Yeah.
The rest of them, at that point, tentacles can go and grab it, which you're totally okay with.
This is the thing, right? You allow the mascot to do something in turn 1 and to generate your momentum before your actual footballers go off.
Yeah, like the actual important models. I mean, tentacles still have fairly good turn 1s if, say, you're against like a super sort of like hammer or thresher, but in this case, it's not kind of. Oh, he's thinking elsewhere.
Elsewhere.
Or,
That's good. So jogging out over into cover and then kicking off towards the forest. It doesn't seem like a bad choice.
The problem is with that current placement, 6 off the pitch, 5's going to just skirt right along that middle line. This could go badly.
All right, let's see if the kick is accurate.
It's accurate.
Direction
4. Distance 2. That's not bad.
Keep that. Don't risk it.
Kicking off very shallow as well.
I think that's either sharks or grayscales to collect.
I mean, yeah, particularly because sharks got light-footed.
Yeah.
Grayscales is where they go to help mitigate that terrain somewhat.
Yeah.
That's going to be grabbable. It's not worth trying to risk it. And clock is over to the fish.
We're off.
Already moving the forest.
Just move this out of the way for a second whilst I measure my distance. Then forgets to put it back on. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Let's just put this in the corner so we don't forget it's
Surprise, the hunter player just going, I'm just going to make sure we still have that wood there. Widget's already out. I reckon probably going to get maybe about 3. No, I think you can do that with 2. I think of where they go, jog, pass on grayscale.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm just looking at as well. Jog up as much as you can into the forest. Where they go, snap it, pull it back. Perfect. Maybe even stand in the forest.
Yeah,
and pass it out.
I mean, with the Bible dodge, you're not overly bothered.
No.
About the slowing effect of that terrain. So yeah, it looks like about 2 on grayscales there.
Grayscale's being deceptively. He's deceptively fast for an old lad.
He's still got it. He's got quick feet for an old man.
For God's sake. All day.
Tee-hee.
Let's see what
there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 on Fathom. Nudge forward just a tad. Still calling the line though.
Luke Smith says he reckons 12-8 to Hunters.
One
Bid
on
Mini
Knuckles.
saying those dice are tiny.
No, they're just far away. Looks like we have 1 on Knuckles, 1 on Hag. It looks just the purpose of passing around.
Pass down the board, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big stack on Shark probably coming up.
4 on Shark.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's just going to be passing, so maybe like...
Passing in a quick foot.
Or maybe a Tidal Surge to knock somebody back. You've seen that awful lot nowadays with Battle Shark. Oh, decisive influence placement there.
Boom,
4 on
boom,
Edge,
boom.
4 on Theron, 6 on Theron, 1 on the Dog, 1 on Egret, none on Minx or the Bear, but looks it so far. There we go. Influence allocation done within 19 seconds. It took nearly a minute and a half for the fish to do it.
Yeah.
Hunter obviously using that time to kind of think in his head, where am I going to put it? Like we predicted, a jog and where they go for grayscales.
Good call from John Latham.
Yeah.
Use Theron, put the forest so it's touching Edge. She mirages to the other side of it, and that gives her the extension.
There we go. I'm so glad we actually have some people who know their hunters in the chat.
And also, if you can sprint forwards and get a snare out, then she gets her extra dodges from
little bonus.
Unorthodox double dodges.
Looks like kicking the ball over to Knuckles. Looking for 4s. And it's on Knuckles.
Given where Grayscales ended up, I reckon you'd sprint and Mirage to stop the unpredictable.
Sure. Okay, looks like we're probably going to have the mascot moving up. I believe they have feral instincts to give anatomical precision.
Anatomical, yeah.
Valley Town. A little bit handy in that fish. Actually, you haven't got a whole lot of armor in that fish lineup. I mean, Grayscale's nothing. Hag has got armor. Shark's got it. Fathom hasn't got it. Tentacles moved up. You're in no rush to move that ball when it's on Knuckles. No rush at all. Minx coming out. Got to imagine just a jog and a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, just move over to the side. Stay within cover. No rush
Sensible
to run
play.
over. Trap right over the path where Fathom's probably going to be sliding in, just to make it a little bit more difficult. And set up a kill afterwards, you would imagine. In fact, maybe with actually bringing that bear over to where Minx is.
Yep.
To jump on an unsuspected navigator. Yep. Back over to the fish.
So we're really just looking at planning out the goal run sensibly.
Exactly, which Fathom can do. You know, she's got her sprint, her kick distance, an acrobatic. She's probably gonna, at some point, if she can get near that lump of terrain in the middle, she can get another 4-inch dodge with a heroic.
Oh, definitely.
You've got Hag for additional movement as well. Knuckles going, kicking the ball over to Hag.
Makes sense.
That's probably a tap in as well. So just look at the threes.
It's successful on a 5 there.
There we go.
Second momentum point.
Looks like momentum being gathered on top of that goal there. Knuckles moving up. Got resilience, so he can weather a character play. Back over to the Hunters. Clock lead currently 40, a little under 44 minutes to 41 minutes 30 for the Fishermen. Probably imagine Egret next. Oh, just all the bear, I guess. You're not getting a whole lot out of him this turn. Just moving up. Yeah, basically using the bear as kind of a... You can come score your goals if you want to, and I know you will be because you're playing fish, but then just to let you know, as soon as you do, you've got this bear to deal with.
It's interesting putting the bear there. Obviously, the bear now looking straight down the line at Knuckles, but if you wanted the bear as a defensive piece for sort of countering, taking away the striker who scores the goal, you want him on the other side of that terrain.
Particularly because, I mean, you know, Hunters are fairly good at stripping away resilience on Knuckles anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't think the resilience is going to be too bad of a thing, but it's kind of like now he's only ever really going to be in that one spot.
Yeah,
well, I mean, I guess you could move over this way, but Fathom can afford to go quite far on the right-hand side. Exactly. So if she goes over that way...
That's more what I'm thinking, that if she goes over this way, takes her 8-inch shot from far out, dodges back, the bear's not going to be near it, and she's going to be a constant threat.
Like the Hunters have got tons of threat on that side of the board, and fish being as quick as they are, I wouldn't be surprised if we just see them now that the ball's over this end. They just completely, you know, move away from Thera, move away from the bear, and just scoot over this way.
Drifting away.
Here we go. Shark going.
Sprinter here.
Quick foot on Fathom, you would have to imagine.
Yep.
And then just waste one. Could pass the ball around, but as long as they have...
Tidal Surge.
Tidal Surge.
Doesn't have the ball, doesn't need to pass. Free. Oh, not free.
Well, it costs 3 influence. There we go. So quick foot, just a Tidal Surge forward Fathom.
Yep. Makes sense.
Yeah. No, I mean, fish know, you know, they're probably not going to win momentum in the long run, so why bother passing the ball around? As long as we have enough to score goals with, which, you know, they've already got 2. They're probably going to get another one for additional distance or just for more momentum. Exactly. They have enough just to get the goal in and for a bonus time to take Fathom up to, I believe she's 2-8 normally, to take up to a 3-8.
It's effectively 6-8.
Yeah. Pretty sure
distance on Fisher's Reel's 4 inches. Do you reckon Hag's within 10 inches there of? Yeah, it must be.
Yeah.
For a Fisher's Reel for another 2-inch dodge forwards.
Yeah, I guess the worry there is, are you then within edge range?
Well, I mean, so if jog over, well, Shadow-like jog, pass to Fathom. Fisher's Reel her 2 inches down the pitch.
Kind of further down.
To extend that distance away.
Rather than going just straight forwards, kind of go forwards, but with a bit of an angle.
Yeah, and you might even then, from just her complete massive threat range, be able to acrobatic sprint.
Yeah, exactly.
And not have to use the heroic.
Or it's you know, it's very clear here that the Hunter player is eyeing up something onto Shark. If he doesn't go with Theron now, maybe just wheel Shark back.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's easy Fathom range right there already.
Yeah.
And then you're nullifying 6 influence on Theron.
Yeah.
Although it looks like it's Theron going now, because that AoE's got to be the forest.
Yeah. That's the extension of threat range for Edge, as pointed out by John.
Spending an awful lot of time on this activation, but I guess for a very character play intensive captain like Theron, that can happen. Particularly when there isn't an immediately obvious kind of pinned or arrow to the knee target that you would normally have, with Fathom being all the way down that she is.
Yep. Bibini saying this is the, well, a couple of people in the chat saying that this is the first time they've seen Theron since Steeljaw was released.
Yeah, yes, valid point. He has fallen a little bit out of favour. I believe the current meta selection is you go Steeljaw, Scather. I still think Theron's got game. Like, he's definitely stronger into super solos like Thresher. I'm a lot more afraid of him than I am Steeljaw.
That was
so snared and snipe on, so some damage and snared with snipe on Shark there, slowing him down for later turns. And look like put some more snared out onto tentacles. So at this point, I'm not worrying too much about the control element, just putting some snared out into as many guys as possible.
Yep. So that was
and doing another one on Sharks, another 2 damage. Of course, using Theron's Heroic to generate momentum. The typical Theron Circle of Life thing, where I just kind of nod my head and go, "Yep, you do, Theron. I'm sure you're doing it correctly." So that brings probably Shark down to about 12 or so health, I would imagine. Also, crucially as well, with that snared down tentacles, reduces the range of that blind.
Yep.
Which could be, well, as you know, as we saw with Hemlock in our first game of the weekend, that blind can be really handy. Let's get Theron all done. So lots of time planning the turn for Theron, but actual execution was quite quick. Clock back onto the fish.
And that was very confusing for me because Jean was saying snipe, and I was like, I'm sure he doesn't have snipe.
That was the old version of it, wasn't it?
Yeah, he means arrow to the knee. But
got Hag going, so Shadow-like and a jog by the looks of it. You have to imagine the free talisman, given the position, is probably going to be on Fathom now.
Just to move her out of the way of Edge a little bit. Thinking, do I pass or do I unstat pass? They do the unstat, super safe one.
Oh, I think you do the pass. Why not?
Yeah, well, because you.
Well, I mean, you've already got 2 momentum, so I guess you could drop it.
Yeah, but that's also getting like, you can either take the pass and maybe if you want the 4-inch dodge to get really far away from Edge.
We've got the pass coming. As you point out as well, the fish is real, taking him more down to the right-hand side than just straight forward, just to beat him further away. Oh, that was in.
Just in. 2, 1, 4.
Yikes. That could have gone amazing. That's kind of the risk you have when you play all-in football.
If you miss that last pass, you scupper your entire
everything
turn.
is so crucial. But the ball's now on Fathom.
She is taking that 4-inch dodge.
Yep. It looks like that 10 is probably the threat range of Edge there.
Yeah.
You might as well take the 4-inch dodge at this point. She's got the distance on goal. You only want 1 for the goal. You want 1 for the.
I was just going to say he needs to put the base there because that was 10 measured from the actual AOE.
Oh, so like a 4.
What's happening there? I'll just move forwards a bit more.
Interesting play. Keeps nudging Fathom back.
So players saying. Is this the furthest you can move with Mirage in your sprint? And Jean saying technically yes.
Technically yes.
That's what I thought.
Is there anything else?
Vet Minx can do it. I think she has a boost, but she's activated.
Yeah, like Vet Minx's boost is like I believe a cheaper charge if she's engaging the target.
Marked for death. For death.
It's not going to be relevant there. After Mirage, we are just looking at 10-inch threats. Yeah. So, it looks like Fathom is out by a hair.
Yeah, which is all you need. But then I also think that distance is quite far for her now.
Yeah, she's not near any terrain.
No.
I mean, you are still looking at an 18-inch threat on goal.
Yeah, I think you've got to try and sprint to the maximum of like within 1 of that. Obviously, you measure it out, but I think you're going to have to do the sprint to there near the terrain piece. 4-inch dodge from the heroic, wasting 1 of those momentum that you want for the bonus time.
Yeah.
Acrobatic, and then the shot. And I think that'll get you in with her 8-inch kick.
Looks like we have Egret going, hiding in the back there. Got to imagine that's a wander forwards. And then a character play onto Theron. Sorry, onto Shark.
Onto Theron.
Yeah, interesting play, shoot my own guy. Yeah.
And the real
maybe to get some poison out, just to compound that kind of that hunter. It's not just one bad thing, it's several bad things all layered together.
Going there with Snapfire, needing to be 6 inches away though, and only with a 6-inch move. That's
measuring out 8 though, so probably looking at a flurry.
I think she has 2 on her, though. That's the...
Ah, it's only got 1, yeah.
Unless that's
blessing
a
of
blessing.
The blessing of the fun dad. There we go. So get it for free. Yeah, I think a flurry would be... there we go. I think he's measuring out the flurry there. Maybe to think about targeting tentacles and then splash it onto both Hag and Shark.
That's
good
pretty
play.
good. Not taking that, though. Using flurry.
Freeze. Onto Shark, needing 3s because of the snared.
Misses it.
Misses it.
And Jean, audibly and visually, distraught at that. That was unlucky.
Gotta imagine. I don't think it's overly crucial, but it definitely kind of speeds.
It definitely pushed it though, because that's 2 damage immediately with another. Effectively, that's 4 damage on both Shark and Tentacles, bringing Tentacles down to just 3 health remaining.
Which, if the game kind of draws out,
that was 1
would mean clock points could end up in your favour. Oh, here we go. It looks like we have Fathom careening towards the fast ground, maybe. I think she goes too far towards that fast ground, though. Maybe it's a goal next turn.
Oh, we don't want that. You need a goal now. Apply that pressure.
I'm pretty sure she can still get the 4-inch dodge from Heroic with that, though, so it may still be on.
She has to finish within 1 inch of a terrain piece. That's just looking at, can she just do it with
So
an
it looks like probably a sprint, yeah. Because I think that little gap there we've got between the 4 and the 8, the 4 being the Heroic and the 8 being the goal kit, that's acrobatic there.
Well, that's the 10 inches there is just her sprint, because she's clipping the fast ground. And then the 2 inches acrobatic to get to the 8.
Perfect. He knew what he was doing all along.
Oh, yeah.
Sprint to the tip of 4.
Beard Minis.
Acrobatic in.
Comment on the flurry. Live by the character play. Die by the character play. Shot on goal. The bonus time.
Oof.
Screamer!
Didn't even need to re-roll it. So it's 4 points to the Fishermen and the Czech Republic up 4-0 over France.
And 2-2 momentum score. Very nice.
Excellent.
And just banking the momentum, not wanting to make any slides away.
Now, what I like about the placement of Fathom here is it's going to force the Hunters to kind of start pulling out.
That Mink's going to come after her.
Yeah, but at that point...
Or do you?
Maybe just leave it. Like you got so much right there in front of you.
It's that question we've seen on every single stream game, is that there's this one striker away from your clump. Do you break the clump to go deal with them, or do you just let them sit there and be a potential turret for snapshot goals?
So we have Edge here, probably eyeing up, jumping in and just generating some momentum on that clump of snared fish. Got to see where the ball's going to be kicked out to. Ooh, very aggressive there.
Risky. Calling it. It's going to be a big 6-3.
1-1, the exact opposite. Landing on Egret. Oh, there we go.
It's early in the morning. My oracle's not working yet. It's not turned on.
Still loading. So I wonder what we're measuring here.
I think we're looking for a Tentacles takeout.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, just generate some momentum. Takes the blind off the table as well, because Tentacles is, he's not amazingly slow, he's also not amazingly quick either. Keeps him at the back of the pitch away from, snared on, say, like, Theron, that'll be quite miserable. Snared on the bear, quite miserable.
Yeah.
Sorry, blind even.
Yeah, 2-inch melee team for the Fishermen.
Yeah, just clarifying that. Even your mascot?
Even the mascot. Having that freedom of 2-inch melee as a farmer, you must know.
It's a hell of a rush.
It is. When everything's doable.
I mean, not everybody has 2. The chicken only has 1, and Mills only has 1. But
I'm so sorry for you.
I know, right? I know.
Bryce, if you're watching this.
2-inch melee zone on the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, it flies at you.
Yeah. Or just sends more chickens out.
Yeah.
Or just reaches really far. But it's a long neck.
Oh, coming after Hag?
With fear, I'm not sure about that.
No.
Either way, whatever you do, hope, don't take too much more time.
Yeah.
The clock's ever so close. In fact, your time's just slipped below his.
And you've not scored forfeiture points.
Yeah. Placing Edge there at the tip of the Forest of Mirage.
What are you going to do, John?
going to be a 3 influence charge to get Hag there.
Moving there with the ball.
With the ball. So it looks like Egret did snap it. It was just there in front of him. Okay.
Oh, could we see a return goal?
Whew. So he's targeting tentacles by the looks of it. So are they? I wonder if Edge can generate a whole bunch of momentum and then go in for a goal at the top of the next turn.
Well, I think she can do it. This, yeah, she's got a triple dodge on 1 hit.
Seems valid.
2 damage with momentum and a double dodge if you want it.
Oh no, it was attacking Hag. So that's a lot of influence spent there because of fear.
Was it just a walkover though?
She's got a 7-inch walk, so yeah, it could have been. They only rolled 3 dice. I believe she's attacked 4.
Yep.
So yeah, that would just been a normal attack. She's checking melee ranges within 6 of the goal, outside of 2 of Shark.
Interesting.
And like Edge is definitely one I have not seen on the table before. So seeing this kind of dynamic goal threat from Hunters is not something I would have expected outside of Skather.
Now hitting tentacles for 3.
Triple dodge.
Momentous. Strong result on 1.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? 4 momentum for the Hunters.
Oh, so sorry. Hag took 2 early, didn't she?
Snared on half the team as well. And crucially, it's a chunk of the team that's right in front of the Bear and Theron as well.
It is.
Theron's certainly not kind of like a will-breaking damage dealer like your Threshers and your Oxes, but after snared, you can still put out some hurt.
Get there.
Looks like going for another attack. Save the goal for the next turn. 2 damage
momentum
on...
With a double dodge.
I think that's on. Or maybe not 2 damage.
I want to see if he can disengage with the... I don't think... Taking back the 2 damage and making a triple dodge.
Off of tentacles there.
To make sure his Edge is not engaged by anyone.
Yeah, it's got to be a goal. Top of next turn, you have to imagine. Tap in range.
Tap in range now. Just going to go for it?
No, I'm not sure if he could have because of fear.
No.
He's going for it anyway. Okay, maybe I missed something.
Yeah, he had the 1 in the bank. So it's not
bonus timing.
Bonus timing it. 3 dice. Looking for 3s.
Gets it. That's no, misses.
No, misses. Terrible news.
Huge.
Sean.
1, 2.
And then he threw his boost in behind there and got a 1.
Okay.
So we made the right call.
Yeah, totally. That's how dice work.
Yeah. Sean audibly and visually, what he took a moment there when you left the table to walk out the room.
For the second time this game after that missed series of character plays.
Yeah. Look of the check.
Mind you, I don't think it's necessarily bad for the Hunters. I mean, Edge, yes, is there, but you know the fish aren't renowned. I say the fish aren't renowned killers. Battle Shark is definitely a thing. The French team saying that was a incredibly bad turn. Didn't use those words exactly.
No,
used non-PG-13 words, shall we say?
His words of a choice. And
the universal language.
Let's see if chat. We'll see what they think about the whole missed shot. Oh, hey, they're all like, Edge is so good. Edge is so good. Oh my God, kill those dice. Poor guy. Poor Jean.
Rather be lucky than good in this case.
Yep.
Picking your game plan cards. That was a very drawn-out turn 1, actually, given the how quick some of turn 1s have been before. So looking at the clock, we have just short of 36 minutes for the Czech Republic and France. Just south of 33 minutes. That's nearly a third of your clock on the turn 1, which generated missed character plays and a missed goal.
A missed tap-in shot with 3 dice on goal.
Now, Josh Nimchik, who's a very big Fish player from back over in the UK, he says when it comes to goal-scoring teams like Fish, you're looking at a goal every 15 minutes. You want to try and prevent that.
Yeah.
And given how the times have already gone, that 15-minute clock is swinging more towards the Fish's side of things than it is the Hunters. 1 card down for the Fish. Oh, we've got Ronan poised, ready to get those cards.
Yep. So, with momentum being 2 to 4, I think. Well, I've lost my numbers, but
yeah, because Ronan's
taking the pad away from me.
Roro took the pad.
But they're pretty evenly spread, so I wonder if the 1's going to come out.
Yeah.
Just to, get it done. +7 versus +4.
Okay, so it looks like that's the Hunters going first, dodging the Bear forwards. If you can't, how do you solve a problem like Hunters? Apply a Bear liberally to the face.
So seize the initiative.
For the Bear, where are the Fish going to take their seize the initiative to?
I wonder if Shark pulls back towards the So
keep your chin up for the fish. Seize initiative for the hunters now. That if there is anyone left after Cena goes in, that keep your chin up is going to be incredibly handy for moving some snare or doing some healing. Excuse me.
great card to use to clear those snares off.
Or I wonder if you maybe go with Fathom, just to kind of wheel her back in.
I think we're going to see Shark dodged 4 inches away.
Yeah, maybe towards the ball.
Closer towards the ball. I mean, if you punt that ball out to Grayscales, Theron no longer has his forest sight. Rip.
He used to be able to see through forests.
I can't remember if it was
That was
see
a bit
through.
before my time.
I can't remember if it was see through or. Oh, well, it might have been. Yeah, because he used to be able to shoot you through his forest.
No
It
way.
was completely annoying to play against. Where he was like, "Here's a forest in front of you, and you're pinned."
Yikes.
It
looks like he is measuring up the seized dodge for Shark. I mean, the benefit of playing Siege, if you have a plan for it and the other guy doesn't, it's another drain on clock outside of the influence allocation, outside of the turn. So very good play here from Hunters.
To regain some of that clock control.
But, dodging 4 over just to engage Edge.
Maraining out of hers, out of the bear. And yeah, I think we could definitely see like a sprint. Well, clear snare, sprint, past the Grayscales.
Clear snare on someone else, if indeed they're left.
Yeah.
2 influence allocation on the Hunters, already 2 on the bear, standard stuff. So we're going to have at least, at most 3 attacks coming in from the bed because of their freebie. 2 on Edge, 5 there on, 6 there on Theron. See if he can redeem himself from last turn. 1 on Snow for anatomical precision.
Guys in the chat saying, based upon how disorganized Jean's widgets are, that's why his dice betrayed him.
Not wrong. I mean, look at the fish side.
Yeah, nice organised widgets. Score a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just science.
That's how it works, yeah. That's just how it goes. 2 there on Egrets. For, to guarantee the flurry.
Flurry's there, even if you have
rather needing to use Blessing of the Fun down for it.
Even if you have the hard pay rather than...
Oh, it looks like the one that was on Snow has been moved off Snow and probably put onto Egret. None on Veteran either. Probably worthwhile. Nothing you want to be going into really has got armor on it. Or if it is, it's in front of the bear, and the bear's a little less concerned about that, given its raw damage potential. So influence allocation over to the fish, who've currently got a small clock lead. 2 there on Fathom. Yeah, it's got
3.
Oh, he's thinking about a 3rd. 3, so it's going to be...
Put it there for now.
Why not?
It might get moved.
Just in case a goal does go in, it then just means that you can score back relatively easily. 1 on Hag, about 1 on Grayscales. I wonder if he's seen the Grayscales thing that we have seen.
Yeah, it's a safe place to put the ball until the last activation.
Definitely. Looks like about 5 or 6 there on Shark.
5 on Shark.
Another 1 on Hag.
Go on, give 2 to Grayscales.
Looks like 2 there.
Take
on
1 off
Knuckles.
Fathom, give it to Grayscales.
You reckon?
He's not done it. Yeah.
I don't think he's seen it. If anything, I think he's going to try and get the ball from Shark to Hag.
Off to Fathom.
Which, I mean, admittedly isn't too...
That's not a bad call
It's
at all.
not too bad of a plan because a lot of the influence on the Hunter side is kind of on the top side there.
Interesting.
Oh, so it looks like the Hunters made the fish go first.
No. This is Edge measuring up a attack shot.
Oh, really?
He's snared. Tackle double dodge away. Gets out of his threat range.
You can rush to the goal,
grabs
can't
the ball,
you?
go for the goal.
You can rush to the... I think you can rush to the goal because it's a bit piece of
Well, you have to be in base contact with it.
So
not particularly useful, but the goal is here. If he can land the attack.
And then you go up for, and then it's a forward run. Yeah, moving by an attack on a Shark. Slaps it over. Any response? Nah, no response by the looks of it.
No, because they're triple dodge away. Triple dodge with momentum. Look at this Edge play. It's fantastic.
Nice, quick 4v See if we can... He's moved over to his side of the table as well. Kicking the ball.
It's a goal.
It's a goal. So, it's France Hunters 4 points.
Yep. 4 all. And now deciding whether he wants to dodge Edge anywhere.
Nah, just leave it there. Go over and engage Knuckles.
Or checking Knuckles'
threat range,
lightning reflexes.
Aha, of course.
Because that would be sad times if Knuckles suddenly moved away from Theron and the bear.
Yeah, there we go. Staying there, keeping the momentum by the goal.
Makes sense.
She's got a 5-0 defense, so she's not going to be removed from there too quickly. Checking the kick out. Oh,
Don't like that.
Maybe this was it. Maybe
he provided shark for this instance.
Maybe the fish player saw that edge goal himself and was like, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen here. I'll let you take it because then I can go up to 8. And if you then want to score back on me, more than welcome, because then I probably just go up to 12.
Oh, it's a risky scat to the 1.
Yeah, because
or even the 6. I mean, Hag's pretty fast, but she's not that fast.
She's still got the legendary in pocket though, so
yeah, but she can't move herself with that. I think.
Where would you have kicked it to?
I'd be looking just behind Hag, so we've got Shark, here, like round here is fine. As long as Hag can collect it and get it to somebody, ideally Fathom.
Direction 6. Oh, we want a 1 or a 2. 4.
Okay, so not great.
I think that's still manageable though. I think the problem there is though, I wonder if she's got enough distance to get the ball and then kick it to Fathom. I'm not sure if she's quite got the distance.
No, definitely not, because she decoy is on other models. So you're probably going to have to kick into space and hope for a good scatter for Fathom, which isn't terrible because Fathom is super fast.
But then you have Egret there with 2.
Oh, but Egret's not going to make it all the way over. It's like,
well, depending on where it scatters to.
Yes, very true, depending on the scatter. So, kind of just hung out to dry, these fish.
Very different games we've had previously, very, very football orientated. I like that move up with the bear as well to a more central position, kind of like forces the activation of the snare targets from previous turns. Even if you don't actually do anything with him, you've put the fear of the bear into the other side. About a minute difference on the clock between them.
It's draining away though. We're trying to plan out if he can, should he make this pass into space? Because we've got 2-inch shadow, like 6-inch sprint and then 6-inch kick. We've not got the distance here.
Would you do it?
No, I would go with Shark, jog over, or sprint over, keeping snared, get away from the bear, and Fisher's reel. Tidal surge her over to snap the ball, then shadow like
and then
sprint.
do it. Yeah, because then you're keeping Shark safe.
You've got fear.
And you're keeping the ball safe.
Because you've got fear. That might be what I think he's planning out the activation now and seeing what it looks like. But I think you can be more conservative with your influence and your players. The other thing about doing that is it does kind of leave your left flank entirely over for Grayscales to deal with. But he's a player who can do it, so...
Yeah, like I think Grayscales is probably just going to either come back towards the goal area or probably just run off behind that bit of terrain at the top and be like, well, you can come and get it if you want, but this is another avenue I can kind of score from.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do.
And the...
He was measuring it out then for Shark, and I hope he goes for it, because I think that's the right play. Guys in chat, what do you think is the correct play for the fisherman here?
France just taking the clock advantage. Just
that has been, what, 2-3 minutes of thinking time for this activation?
He's deep in the fish tank.
He's gone into his bag to bring out some more widgets, it looked like, or to get some inspirational talk from a goblin he's got in there.
Yeah, I mean, where else do you keep your goblins? Exactly. It's in your bag. Another widget coming out. Oh, now he's looking at Shark. He's thinking about it. Yeah. Particularly when you haven't got a full stack of 6 on Shark either.
He's probably thinking about just doing it with Shark.
I wonder if he's heard us. We did have one of the guys on the stream who's on the stream yesterday saying, "Oh, we can hear you. You're quite loud." So.
Well, that was when the War Machine players were not playing their game. That was when they had their, because the tournaments are ever so slightly offset. So we had a game yesterday start when they weren't in the room. And we made quite an audible groan when the Brewers started to bunker up, and that was when we...
Although, to be fair to the Polish and English teams we have in here for Horde of the War Machine, very quiet.
They are, yeah.
You're in a
but we also have another stream table for the War Machine right next to the Guild Ball players, so they can probably hear them more than they can us. 5 minutes gone. Well, 4.5.
Well, when you think about it, it's either 5 minutes or it isn't. So
yeah, it is. 50-50.
Yeah.
And Jean must be pretty happy with the predicament he's put him in.
Oh, but on the topic of Fanta,
yeah,
there was a lot of the players in the Hell Toe yesterday were blown away by your Fanta opinions.
Really?
Yeah.
What, that it's trash and Tango is king?
It's like including lemon Fanta, because that's kind of like the... That's the golden egg of the Fantas.
There's no lemon Tango, so it kind of is the best lemon drink by default.
Oh, here we go. Shark sprinting 9, reminding him, don't forget snared. He's picked him. Oh, going a little less far.
Just clear it with your momentum, mate.
Yeah, just do it. He's not doing it. Just clear it with the snare, it's worthwhile.
Yeah.
If you're with fish, if you're not going to generate a boatload of momentum,
Spend
as long as you have enough to get those goals in, it doesn't matter. Just accept you're going to be losing the momentum race. All you need to do is score points quicker than he scores points.
Even this, like, if he wants to keep the snare on for now, make a pass to Hag, have her dodge over towards you.
I guess, yeah. Looks like he's going for a tidal surge.
Not the play I'd have made, but
as long as he's got enough to pass the ball afterwards.
I'm not on 3 wins currently, so.
Yeah. What do we know?
What do I know?
Kicking the ball to Hag.
Makes sense.
Tap and pass.
Here we go, here we go. You ain't got time to be doing this. And it's successful.
That's successful. Yeah, I think that's the correct play rather than just going straight in with Hag. Kind of draw Shark away from everyone. Use that natural speed advantage that Fish can have.
Yeah. And it means that Knuckles is probably going to get beaten to a pulp, but
yeah,
can accept that. Don't go right behind Shark, because that's going to...
You want to go. You want to go the other side.
Oh, that's going to be tough.
I'm unsure if that Fathom goal is still on, because he hasn't gained any because he was measuring out the distance between Hag and Fathom before. He hasn't actually gained any major distance between the two.
Right.
Theron setting up
for a kill on Tentacles.
Oh, it's a dead octopus.
Calamari.
8 tentacles, enough for everybody. 2 left over. Slam Theron in. Not a bad idea. I mean, there isn't really anything in the Fish team that can threaten me. Knuckles a little bit, but then if Knuckles goes in, the bear just is like, cool.
Yeah. It's interesting, though, because obviously he wants to go over there to get the ability to get pinned on Hag.
I think that's why. He's going in for the charge. Just effectively get the distance, 'cause he's going over there anyway, and then control Hag.
Got some dodges, right?
Theron, maybe a couple.
Non-momentous double dodge on 2.
I think he's just outside the range. That's why we need that double dodge.
Yeah.
The Hunter player now checking out the threat range between the two.
Ah, so okay. Okay, so the players there, I think Slava being very coy. Jean asked him what's her movement. He says 4-6.
Didn't mention the snare.
Didn't mention Shadlike.
It's like, oh, it's out, but I think that's the last bit of distance.
Yeah, that was easy. So what we see there, if she doesn't get pinned, then we see Shadlike, clear snared, sprint 6, pass the ball to Fathom.
Easy.
Guys in chat, what do you think about that?
Basically, Theron...
Not saying your full threat range, but when asked your movements.
He needs that character play on Hag. That's huge.
It does.
I would be inclined... It's a difficult thing, isn't it?
It is. Especially when you're on at the Guild Ball World Team Championship and you're into the final half of the tournament and your path to victory is there, and your only victory condition is scoring goals.
I mean, there is a degree of, like, whenever you come to table, there's that unwritten agreement, I guess, but he did answer his question truthfully.
He did. He didn't lie. He just withheld the full information.
Now, if he asked, like,
what's your total threat? What's your total movement? Different
story. That's why you asked for threat range rather than movement. Theron charging Tentacles, spending 2. In we go. Clock over to Fish for reaction, no reaction, back over again. That clock gap has shortened ever so slightly.
So, guys in chat saying that if Hag got close enough to edge, she could legendary to pull her back into range.
Oh, Fathom, you mean?
But isn't that... Yeah, sorry. But isn't that a 6-inch legendary? A 4-inch pulse, so she'd be in range to pass anyway, so...
3 momentous damage on Tentacles.
Oh, okay.
One left on Tentacles. 2 momentous damage, that's dead Tentacles.
That's a dead Tentacles. 1 VP for the Hunters.
So that's Hunters up 5-4 over the Czech Republic.
4 momentum scored. Classic.
Spending the heroic. 3
make-
character play.
And boosts it.
Oh, already in range. Didn't need the double dodge. Just
Nice.
sniping Hag. Of course, the heroic getting around the fear. Huge there.
Yeah, very nice play.
She's
He
been
said
attacked.
snipe, so I assume it's pinned.
It's got to be pins, yeah.
Oh no, so he dropped the defense down first with the arrow to the knee.
And then just making sure that pinned.
Yep.
And pinned is there. So pinned is there.
Ooh.
We've gotten damage on her. And not only is her kick
damage.
just as nice shorter, she has to go towards Theron.
Interesting. Not with a shadow like, but I think you just do the kick into space.
Yeah.
It's your only out at this point.
I mean, I think you actually leave Hag for a bit now.
Oh, yeah.
Now that it's been controlled a little bit.
Run Knuckles right behind that
Yeah,
forest.
run Knuckles away, run Grayscales away.
Egret then has to go after Fathom or try and deal with Hag. Just put some more damage
I mean,
out.
you're going to be down in activation by Tentacles anyway, so I guess if the Hunters wanted to save someone to go for that ball, they could. But you try and you give them enough time that maybe they just kind of do Egret just par for the course. And it's like, oh, actually, here's a wait. And Hunters still have pretty much everyone on kind of that little kind of clump around that obstacle left to go. So we have Snow, Bear, Egret, and Veteran Mink still to go for the Hunters. Fathom, Knuckles, and Grayscales for the Fish, having just lost Tentacles.
Oh, it looks like Knuckles coming back to push Theron around, maybe?
I don't hate that, but it's still within bear range.
It's the bear scaring me.
Yeah. I mean, I know Knuckles has resilience, so, there could still be a counter in there, but then you're spending momentum, you're not clearing snares.
Yep.
And although Knuckles has resilience, as soon as he goes down...
I guess we just want to generate some momentum is the ultimate plan here.
Four results.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be a knockdown.
Momentous knockdown.
Down to a
again.
3-1 now. Maybe push Theron around to get it to try and block a charge range from the bear.
We've got momentous double push if he wants it, but how useful is that? Probably not.
Yeah, momentum's momentum.
Yeah.
I go for momentous double push.
Just to get in the way of the bear.
Yeah, try and make that
Not
charges. I don't think it's going to stop it entirely, but try and make it a little bit more difficult.
It won't.
Yeah, look at that. He's got a nice little bit of space just above Theron there. Back over to the Hunters. So momentum score currently 1 for France, the Hunters, and 3 for the Czech Republic and Fish. But we still have the bear left to go.
And
Snow moving up. Nice quick activation. Back over to the Fish.
so the highest card that Jean has for the Hunters is a 5, whilst Czech still has 2 6s in his pocket, and a 5 and a 4.
It's a hell of a good pocket to have.
It is. And with
A hot pocket, if you will.
Yeah, and with momentum as it is, you'd assume Jean will use the 1 unless he's got better abilities on his cards. Simply because he knows he probably will lose the turn. So get that 1 out of the way now.
Try and use your slightly higher cards
Later on.
Yeah.
When you've got a bit more momentum and you...
Higher cards, we say a 5 and 4s.
Yeah, and I say this, he's not activated the bear yet.
So yeah, all still yet to play for there in terms of momentum.
Where'd they go in a sprint?
Great score said too. Okay, where they go in a sprint to that bit of terrain. Not awful. Just present more threats like we see, like we've seen so far. Like we saw yesterday with the Alchemist, with your goal scoring, try and place everything around. Minx,
Jogging straight into base.
That's,
Putting
with
down
a
a
trap.
trap.
Yep, she's stuck there now. That goal is well and truly off the table now, I would imagine.
Well, I wouldn't say it's off the table.
It's a bit rough though, isn't it?
Well, she acrobatics away, gets snared,
Triggering the trap.
clears it.
But then she's damaged. And
This is true.
Minx then goes up to a 5-1.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you want to ever attack Minx. Oh, Minx hasn't got a good counter attack, has she? Sorry, part and blow. She's got no knockdowns.
Okay.
So you can just take the damage.
I guess, yeah.
Fish are a binary team with over there. They're either dead or alive, and they're still as... And players here just chatting about exactly what the trap does and how it all works.
That's going to be damage and snared. I think that's absolutely unavoidable here.
Yeah, it is, but she can take it.
Very good play there with Minx.
Yeah.
Nice and quick as well. He's obviously spotted that one a couple of turns back.
Yeah. But now you just do the Hag Shadow-like kick into space.
Yeah.
It's your only play at this point.
Yeah, with Knuckles and Grayscales gone. And with that time advantage slowly slipping away from you.
Yeah.
Coming up to a 4-minute gap between the two players in France's advantage.
You just need the ball to land in a reasonable place.
Just
And
not anywhere near egrets. And we have Hag going.
Fadlan can then scoop that up pretty easily. So Hag activating here.
Dodging forwards with Shadow-like. I wonder if Hag uses the legendary here, just get that additional bit of distance. So free dodge onto Shark.
Guys in chat are saying Egret to pop the resilience on Knuckles and then the bear to kill Knuckles.
Oh, I like that. Really like that. Taking you up to 7 points.
So that was Fisher's Reel to get Shark out of the way. Now what? Do we see a Shadow Light, do you know?
Oh, we've already seen it. It's going to be the very first thing you do.
Yeah. Oh, and did we see one?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Okay.
She moved just around Shark a little bit.
Yeah. Interesting, putting Shark closer towards the bear. There we are.
Kick into space.
Risky. -2 to kick, so 4-inch range.
-2 to kick.
I mean, if this scatters onto...
I think if this goes to the right at all, well, too far to the right.
You're really looking for a 3 or a 4. And that's the worst it can be. 6 to the 6.
If you got a 3 or a 2, though, that'd be all right.
Golden. As long as
We'll
it's
take
like,
those.
and what's Minx's
Checking
kick,
whether
actually?
a 6 or maximum range to the 6 will fall off the edge of the pitch. Doesn't like it will.
Scarily enough, because of precise calculations being so good and her kick being 2, if they had to compete for the ball to snap it, Minx is actually more favourable because she has 3 dice.
Fancy that?
You can't re-roll that dice.
1 die kick.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
It is successful.
It's accurate.
It's accurate.
Direction 3. That's what we want.
6. So you know what I just said about that being a competing? It's not going to happen with that, is it?
Yep. Slips right behind Fathom. That goal is suddenly back on.
Very on. You're not going to re-roll that.
You're not, yeah.
So you can't place it there, so it just moves back a little bit.
Rule of least disturbance, pops behind Fathom. Don't know what he's thinking about, just take it.
Yeah.
He's looking if Egret can get it, but...
No, you just put it on Fathom.
That's not being pried off, is it? But then with close control, I guess once it's on Egret, Fathom's then down to tack 3, trying to pry it off I think Egret's a 4-0.
I think it's actually 4-1.
You sure? Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's not...
With precise calculations.
I mean, she's got a stack of 3. Are you looking to pop the close control first time round?
She's in range already. So they did snap it.
Yep, Egret charging into Fathom.
Charging.
He's thinking of whether he should move or attack. Just currently calculating dice, whether it's worth charging in and doing it, or whether it's worth moving in and then attacking. Of course, Egret, I believe she's tack 4.
Tack 5, I think. Tack 4.
Tack 4 normally. You have a crowd out from Minx, though.
So and 5 dice looking for that tackle dodge.
Yeah.
I mean, either way.
You just want the ball on there.
Yeah. Would I rather have 9 dice looking for a 6 or 5 dice looking for a 5?
But he's got reasonably. Now he's got nearly about 6 minutes ahead of the other team. So if he wants to spend time to thinking about it, he's got it.
Sprinting over.
Sprinting over. And 5 dice on a 5-0.
I'm not actually sure it's the right call, you know.
You reckon?
But if you burn some of the momentum as well, like I'll probably be corrected if I'm wrong by chat, but I think the math's pretty much the same.
Oh, what we've got? We've got an... Oh, no.
He's got it.
He's got it. There we go.
You got it.
I'm just so used to him kind of like thumping the table when something goes wrong. Actually, having something go good, I'm like, oh, no, it also hasn't worked. See, that's the benefit of a lot of these 1-inch melee strikers, particularly the squaddies. Tackle dodge on 1.
I don't know, he's speaking French now. We can't understand why he's rolling those dice
No
again.
idea. So, all of a sudden, that goal may still be there.
Not dodging away. Makes sense. Literally trapped in there.
Fathom needs to really skill this die roll now.
Don't know why he's still rolling dice.
I think he's just kind of checking with himself.
So let's...
I think he's still trying to go for it and hope.
Yeah, I mean, tackle on 2.
You got 3 momentum, like...
Bonus time it.
Got to pop the close control, though. And she's only got 3, so you need that first one to pop it. Then you need to get it again.
And then you tackle. Oh, you shoot. because you're in range. Crowded out by 2, but you can only go down to 1, which you can re-roll.
Well, I mean, ultimately, with this goal lineup, you
Well,
take it as they come, don't you?
This is the right thing to do, is to go for this now. Bonus time, both attacks, bonus time from the shot on goal, 2 dice.
Mind you, even if it missed, that means the ball's away from the Hunters.
Yeah.
And they've got no one coming back on.
Grayscales is there to scoop up. Do it. It's your only choice.
Looking at the clock, just south of 25 minutes for the Hunters in France. The Czech Republic Fish, 18 minutes and a half, and getting ever lower. The Hunters have actually, in this kind of like second 15 minutes chunk, if you will, have done a really good job of kind of going, yeah, we let you get that first one, we're going to make that second one take as long as possible, because we know that third is probably the hardest for you to get.
Well, I actually think with the way the board's set up at the moment, the third goal will be a bit easier, and this goal is the hard one.
You reckon? Yeah. Give them that little club that's kind of just gathered around Fathom.
Yeah.
Don't know why he's spending this much time on this.
You have to go for it.
Just do it.
There's no other skill play you can make.
Haven't even got any other activations. You just need to kind of grab the band-aid, pull it off.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. If not, then move on to the next one.
You know, with the way the board looks at the moment, you're not winning the momentum race. So spend it now. Hope you get the tackle. Hope you get the tackle, and then shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, the counter attack comes in, but that comes in on the second attack. She's got the tackle dodge on 1. So it's probably not going to happen, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the big decider here for Fathom is going to be is that attack of 4 going in 3 is going to.
Also, there's a decision of, do you take the parting blow from Egret to move out of her 1-inch melee so she doesn't get the counter attack? You have to do that. You have to attack.
I think that's actually really good. I mean, you take the trap, you're going to be taking the trap anyway.
You take the trap. You take the parting blow from Egret. You stay. Or you might even take the parting blow from Minx to try and get out of both.
Yeah.
Whether that keeps you in 8 is a different matter, though. But if you I was going to swear then, if you're really lucky,
I think that's
you
what
get
he's measuring
tackle
here.
double dodge.
He's got a 2-inch widget out. 2-inch widget out. He's looking at it.
Yeah, I think that's the right decision.
Acrobatics.
Wasted opportunity.
Yeah.
Does he know
goals
about?
now off.
Does he know about
Sets the
close
trap
control?
I wonder. Well, it's a very minute change to Egret.
It's huge though for this activation.
This could seal in.
I guess the other thing you could do here is just strip the ball, right, and then just jog over. But I think
it's that close control, man. Like, if she had 4, I would have been like, okay, you're chancing it. You're playing a risky game, but maybe. But now, I think it should have just been a walk. Because, like you said, with Fish in this state, given the list composition, you're either in a state of you're totally fine,
or you're dead.
Yeah. Or you're on the path to being taken out. So your health is literally your resource to see how much more you can push things.
Yeah.
Smelling salts on herself. Keeping the ball there. I think what he might be thinking now is, I don't think Shark's got snared on him anymore.
No, he cleared it.
So maybe he's thinking about kind of swooping in next turn with Shark to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if Shark scores next turn, then I mean, the target now is where the bear's going.
Yeah. Well, given that terrain, I'm unsure if you can get a good line onto Shark.
No, I think that's what we're planning.
Oh, he goes around the other way. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna reach.
Don't think he'll reach either.
Very interesting. That took a lot of clock time as well. Like, that's nearly 9 minutes difference between the two now.
Guys in chat are also just as unsure as we are about this this play from Fathom.
Yeah, I can't fathom it.
I'll give you that one.
Thank you. I'm here all week. Try the veal.
And as guys in chat saying, after that deliberation, a 10-minute clock difference.
Like we said, Fish, you're looking at a goal every 15 minutes. And that second 15 minutes is nearly entirely gone without a goal. Proxy base going down for the bear. Shot.
Yeah, taking on Knuckles.
Charging. I wonder if he's forgotten about the resilience.
Maybe. Or maybe he's just going to accept that's my best target. I'll pop it. Yep, that's resilience gone.
I mean, I guess you're getting a free one anyway, so it's not too bad. 3-1. That's 3 results after armor.
See how much damage we're going to do. But he's looking future ahead at what damage he can take.
3 damage or knockdown.
He's looking at a knockdown.
Yeah. It's 3 net results. Knockdown.
Takes a knockdown.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So he must be thinking I'm going to play my 5.
Go for, he's got the +1 tack card, you'll have to imagine. +5. Let's have a check on the phone for the plot cards.
Nope, he's removed the knockdown on to Theron and is accepting probably he's going to play his 1 and lose the turn.
Sure. Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Risky.
Particularly with Shark, literally poised there, ready to strike.
Yep.
There's blood in the water. The Shark has come.
Shark is circling.
For your ball.
Singular. Right. Interesting.
And given his 2-inch melee zone, as long as he can hit that tackle, he's not too bothered. His tackle's only on 2 against a 4-1.
Which will be a 5-1.
Which will be a 5-1 if he charges in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you do.
Good point. I mean, if you stack the 6 on, you've got pretty good odds. I mean, I hate rolling 6, maybe 5 dice from where he is against a 4-1. I always hated that with Shark. Looking for the...
well, I mean, he's going to get, I think, Fathom's still in this. He's getting a crowd out as well, so that negates Minx.
Good point.
So,
yeah, so
I think we have grudge match for the Fisherman and the offside trap for the Hunters. Ooh. So the Fisherman going first. Singled out, so where are they going? So we have the Fisherman placing theirs first. It goes on to Egret.
It's Egret, right? Egret, yeah.
Onto
Egret. Great use of the card to ensure this goal run.
Nice. It is definitely a card, a much maligned card, the grudge match card. I've seen a lot of players, particularly like scrum players, that don't like it. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Farmers have singled out. Excellent. And of course, the Hunters one going on to Knuckles.
Unsurprisingly. I think you accept Knuckles getting taken out in response for a goal.
You make that trade.
I mean, he's going to bring Tentacles back on, or is he going to forget?
I think Tentacles is mate. I mean, I think it may have forgotten we made to bring one at the end. 4 on Fathom.
4 on Grayscales, 6 onto Shark.
Yeah.
The rest on Hag.
Yeah, 3 on Grayscale. Really? What? Oh yeah, Shark. Here we go. 2, 4, 6 on Shark.
Oh, yeah,
there we go.
It's a 13 influence team.
There we go.
This is
after
fine.
The goal. Yeah.
Well, -1 for the card.
He's forgotten about Tentacles. Just bring him on the side. His movements suddenly become very kind of very, very frantic. He's obviously just noticed, heck, that's a hell of a. But
also, Jean there, really sort of pressuring. Come on, let's go. We're running out of time here.
I mean, looking at the French side, you can tell he's definitely using his opponent's turn to think about where he's put his influence out to.
Oh, yeah,
we have 4 on Minx, 6 on Theron, a few on the Bear. Yeah. This is practicing exactly where everything's going, and then 2 on Egret. Yeah. And back over to the Fish.
Let's go for that Shark goal run.
Come on. Classic Shark. I guess when the ball inevitably gets kicked back out, where do you put it to? Because you've got that huge empty gap there in the centre of the pitch.
Straight down the centre, doesn't it?
But all it takes is a bad scatter. Like if it goes too far towards the right, Grayscale swoop back in. He's looking at Fathom. If you look at Fathom, that should have been last turn. She's a turn too late, I think, at this point.
Yeah, so guys in chat are saying what I was kind of worried about with this is that if you go for that goal and you get it, okay, if we do it with Fathom, this nullifies what I was thinking. But with Shark where he is, if Shark went for the goal run, the snapback goal that lands in the middle, no one's there to deal with it.
Whereas Shark's there to grab it.
If they do it with Fathom, Shark's there to do it.
Cool. I guess my worry is, there's a singled out there. Yeah, it's a lot safer. So yeah. Particularly with the single deck not being on Fathom, being all the way over onto Knuckles, that may be a mistake. You can definitely tell I play a combat team, can't you?
Yeah. So Fathom here going to be rolling 6 dice with re-rolls. That's okay. So we acrobatic away.
Ooh, going for a charge, maybe.
I don't like that. Not with close control.
Charging.
He's forgotten about close control, hasn't he?
Either he has, or he's hoping for a wrap. Because with the charge, I mean, the thing with Navigators, with their low tack pools, generally if you want to be getting wraps, you need to charge. So any way that you have it reducing those pools or making the charges less efficient or kind of keep them in place, they dislike. So that's why Grange is actually a fairly good drop into them.
Yeah.
Here we go. 1 less from Minx.
He's forgotten about it. 7
Again,
days.
hopefully he wraps.
So it'd be 4, up to 6, up to 10, down to 9. So 9 dice.
Plus 2 from singled out, don't forget.
I've included that in the math. So he should be rolling 9 dice.
But I'm unsure if the Egret has defense. Defensive stance, there we go. Oh, this makes things ever so much harder. That's the key. This is the key.
This is the thing, right?
If he
Nine
hadn't
dice.
singled out, I would have thought it was on, but the singled out makes this so much harder.
Fives and
Particularly with
one.
that acrobatic was so greedy, I think.
Defensive stance. Well, we roll all of them.
2 results so far. Precise calculations. They're going to have to be really precise here.
Charge was so greedy.
He's going to need another couple of results here.
The charge was so greedy. One
more result. That's not going to do it. Tackle. Tackle, pop in the close control.
Attacks again. Why did he charge?
Ball's just going to be stuck there. 4-1 now, but she's done her job. I think this may have sealed the deal for the fish.
Yeah.
Done up like a kipper. 3 net results after armor. Tackle, but it's just sitting there. The hunter player moving his influence for him because he knows at this point, fine. This now kind of like, you know what you were saying before about the shark activation being second being quite good because it allows them to swoop into the center. That's now meaningless.
Yeah.
Because the ball's going to come off Fathom or, you know, I mean, I think the hunter player didn't even worry about Fathom now.
You just leave it.
That's locked.
Leave the ball there. The fishermen don't have a goal condition this turn now.
Peeling it off her at this point actually just makes things easier for the fish.
Yeah.
And look at that 10-minute difference on clock.
If I was a fisherman player right now, I'd unsnap it.
Yeah. Hunter player talking about taking the ball from Fathom.
No. He was asking, do you have any way to get the ball off her?
Ah, which of course he doesn't.
I'm so upset.
Let us know in the chat what you think about the series of plays there. Was that acrobatic costly?
Yeah, David Margetson saying that 3 attacks on 5s, 3 5 dice attacks there would have been far, far better.
Yeah.
And I 100% agree.
And I'm not a guy who knows his maths, but I can, you go with gut feeling, and my gut feeling tells me that's like, yeah, that would have been fine.
I mean, okay, Hayden Sheehan coming in with some sense as to why the charge may have happened. He had no momentum, needed to get a momentous result.
I guess.
However, I think you would have got that. You get your tackle, you get your double dodge at some point during that. That's momentous.
She had a stack of 4, so you go like...
Attack.
Break close control, take the tackle. If you need momentum, go for momentum on the 3rd one, then do it.
And if not, you can just walk... If you've not got the ball, you've not got momentum by at the end of the second attack, you can acrobatic away. And if you've got the ball...
Exactly.
Just dump it off to Shark.
I think this is the bear going into Knuckles. Maybe. I know, we're still kind of reeling from that Fathom play.
Reeling. Good.
That was not intentional at all.
Big Minis. Dom. The Jen says she can hear you but not see you and is weirded out by this.
I am everywhere. I mean, let's be honest, the main reason we went to audio is because if we were still doing visual, my own beauty would be outclassed by Giblins, so that's why we're just voices.
I don't know, I'm looking pretty haggard at the moment.
Oh, it's Edge coming in. Edge coming into Knuckles.
Okay,
That's another crowd out, why not?
More crowd outs.
Yep, nice quick activation. Put the clock back onto you. I've got nearly 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
I'm going to get a kill. I'm going to get to 7. I'm going to have a nice 3-point buffer and you're 10 minutes off of clock.
Yeah. Looks like Knuckles has just stood up.
Knuckles stands up, keeps resilience. Doesn't have any momentum yet.
That Fathom activation, man. Doggo coming back over to the centre. Again, you're not in any rush to do kind of where your influence is. You can do that at your leisure.
It just stops that 3 influence on Grayscale's turning into 3 momentum.
Yeah. Looking over at the other tables
Both
in
teams
this
have
match.
finished.
Yeah, it looks like it's just this top table.
So no pressure, guys.
Yep.
Just both the teams seem to be really intently watching, so you can only assume it's a 1-1.
Yeah. I think the other matches were... Oh, Theron's activating. Or is it the bear? Actually, 7 base. It's got to be the bear going.
That being said...
3's 1 on Knuckles. That's resilience popped. Oh, 8 momentous damage. We
8.
must have missed an attack that popped the resilience. And one more.
8 momentous damage.
6 momentous damage.
4
4 health left on Knuckles. I mean, looking at this now, Theron could potentially finish off Knuckles
Easily.
and then just slam some character players in Shark going, yeah, like, he has to go, like, if he wants that goal. Actually, no, he can't, no. Like, it's stuck there, isn't it? Yeah.
There is no goal this turn. There is only momentum generation for the fish. There are no VPs on the table.
Yikes. Like the VPs were there.
Unsnap the ball. Oh, she couldn't unsnap it. She was engaged by Vetminx.
Yeah. Well, that's why the whole, like, whether the goal was on this turn is entirely down to the Hunter's activation order. And if France keep being on the ball as much as they are, sorry for the pun, then it's not going to happen.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got to be Theron or it's got to be Theron next.
Someone's blown their nose, and that was very loud. If you heard that, apologies. I've never become so like deflated after an activation.
Yeah.
Because the turn looked so good for the fisherman, and then that just lost it.
Well, Sharkfish, if you go goal scoring, is a very tempo-heavy team, and it's all that kind of grabbing hold of the tempo of the game and making sure you don't let go of it.
Yeah,
and I think that was kind of them just letting it slip through their fingers.
Yeah.
Theron's going, doing the heroic for free character play. Shooting Knuckles. Misses.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the die rolls that have gone badly for him, that's probably the least significant one. At least he's making the correct choices.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting frustrated at these dice, but after that Fathom activation, I'd be like, well, whatever.
Yeah, you got such a buffer.
I've probably won this game. Calling it now. It's gone very quiet in the room, so I'm going to drop my
That's awkward.
Drop my my volume down just a little bit.
As an attack, it's a wrap. 3 momentous damage and a dodge momentous. 2 momentum there. That positioning, I reckon, with Theron's move 2 is key for maybe a character play in the future. Yeah. He's snared now, going down to 2-1.
Wow.
Wow.
We've singled out all those dice.
Another wrap. Singled outs the crowd outs. It's not long for this world, our Knuckles.
No, he's got 2 health left.
As long as you have enough for like an hour for a pins. So I think he's got probably two in spare, pins in the 2. I think
he's got the full 4.
Yeah. No, I mean in terms of like if you want to do the character play on Shark, I think he's got like 2 spare.
Yes. Well, he'll go for arrow to the knee to get the snare on, to drop the dice,
of course,
drop the defense, and then put the pin on with the lower stats.
Because arrow to the knee, I believe, is not once per turn. Because he tried to do a character play onto Knuckles, and I can't imagine he would have wasted a pinned on Knuckles. Some more momentum. I think any more damage, just some momentous dodge. Oh no, that was a kill. So that is Knuckles momentously dead. So that is the Hunters up to 7 points. Arrow to the knee on Shark. Still calling it snipe, but
we know what he means.
Yeah, that hits. So it's 2 damage, snared back on.
Yep.
So that leaves Shark on how much? He's been plinked away for the whole game, hasn't he?
He's got 10 left.
10 left. Oh, it's easily Theron range.
2 more.
Oh no!
He bonus timed the pinned and missed it. Must be high wins on that table.
God, like his Theron just seems to not want to play at all. That is now, I think, 3 Theron character plays that have missed.
Yes. Not 3 from Theron. It was the Egret Flurry that we saw.
Sure, of course. I mean, he's asking for dice to be kind, and I can understand why, but like the game is still
massively in his favour.
Yeah, I mean, you always have to be careful with Fish, admittedly, because, one miss, like one thing going the wrong way and they can take the game from you.
Yeah.
But at this point, as long as you're careful with your activations...
Yeah. I mean, with Egret with 2 and Minx with 4, Fathom's in a
I think you just attack Fathom bunch, don't you?
Attack it. Don't kill her this turn. Kill her the top of next turn when you're definitely going first with this momentum difference.
Because what is Shark going to... I mean, he's going to get like some momentum, sure, but like you have the same amount of influence still left on those models there. And the Hunters have 5 momentum to the none that the Fish currently have. So you have to imagine that the Hunters are going to be winning the momentum race still. And I mean, admittedly, the Hunters cards aren't as good. They max out at 5 now as opposed to the 6 that the Fish have. But
so
charging Egrets, I guess.
Charging.
Oh, clock back over to the Hunters to check for any momentum usage.
Yeah, see what he can do. Yeah. Which is not a lot, but our side's just momentously dodging around. Sean here using his time to decide whether there's anything he actually wants to do.
Yeah, I don't think you do. I don't think it matters.
I've not seen a Shark Legendary yet. He does decide to defensive stance.
I am unsure if we will.
Doesn't seem worth it.
Six dice normally, +4 from charging, +2 from singled out. I think that's outside of 2 just of Minx. So mighty 12 dice. 5-1 defensive stance. There we go. Yeah, because that momentum went from 5 down to 4. Might as well. You're going to be earning that back in spades shortly, particularly with Shark needing to have charged.
Yep. And the reason there's a charge is he's snared. He's got no momentum, so if he has to sprint over to get there, he might as well charge.
Fair. So it looks like that's a stagger onto Egret. Attacking Egret again, down to a 3-1 now.
8 dice, 3's 1.
Down to 7. It depends where his mix engaged. I don't believe she is.
I think she's engaging.
Yeah,
so.
just over to, yeah.
8 dice, 3's and 1.
Looks like 4 net results there. Momentous dodge. Moving closer to Minx.
Well, he wants to hit Minx for stagger.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Going for a tidal surge, maybe on Fathom.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Not bad.
I think Shark does have a knockdown, but, you know.
It's on 5.
Yeah, and Minx is up to a 5-1 now with heightened senses, so. Wonder if the play now for the Hunters is just start setting up a takeout on Shark. Yeah. At that point, you go up to 9 if they want to score.
Take it.
Great, yeah.
Edge will score again.
Yeah, Ed will score, Farron will score, the Bear will score.
Oh, Cena goal.
Do, 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 do.
Just to do it on stream.
They didn't Cena that goal coming. I'm not impressed. Gibbler's not impressed, listeners.
Don't any listeners are either.
I'm never gonna top Shark weak at the knees. That was my peak.
Let's have a look. Shark with a safer play, says Hayden Sheehan, but that is a big space for the Hunters to put the ball safely. David Margetson says Fathom was the right play. Guys agreeing with us that the Fish have no game plan this turn. These will be uploaded.
Looks like Minx is attacking Shark here. One momentous dodge. Yeah, just keep momentum farming.
I think it's 1 damage.
Dodging away from Shark. Maybe go back into Fathom.
Maybe.
Also not a bad plan, really. Just to kind of go, no, let's make this as hard for you as possible. Check the cards on his phone for the other team.
Rich wants more puns.
I'll see what I can dig up. Moving over to Fathom, base to base.
Nice. Just keeping a lockdown. Put down a trap.
Yeah.
Have we got a push dodge at all? That'd be nice.
Ooh, Fathom countering this. Okay.
Interesting.
5-0 on Fathom.
Oh.
3 results. That's a tackle.
Takes a tackle.
Ooh. 4 dice. Is Fathom hurt?
Yes.
5-1, yep.
Rerolls them all.
Nothing.
1 armor.
Just clarifying that there's heightened senses in place, so damage
Yeah.
defense goes up.
Phew. And that is another horrible target to strip the ball off without a heal.
I mean, it is, but passing over to Egret.
Clever.
Here we go.
So, bonus time in the dice.
That kick is good. Dodging Egret 4.
Dodging Egret 4. There's no influence on that side of the board.
Much like how his missed plays have kind of elicited kind of big groans. Massive cheer from the French side. French player with that pass walking. And to be frank, though, after his character play, he's probably earned that one.
Yeah.
And it's stellar play to be, actually. Like, his decisions have been mostly on point.
9 health left on Hag. Just
9 health left
there.
on Hag. I wonder if the play now with the egret is just to dodge that 4 and just move as far over to the other side as possible.
Yeah, you sprint 8, and then she's looking at 18 shot on goal to get it to 11.
Is that within threat?
Well, we're looking at the 4-inch dodge and whether it can be any tighter.
I
think we can do it.
I wonder if Minx is in range, because she's got Blessing of the Fun Dad as well.
Minx
is Blessing of the Fun Dad, so free character play. Put that onto Egret.
Oh,
but no, she's going to have to dodge, isn't she? Yeah, that's not happening.
So we're going to be done before the pass.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that. That's the type of tidy placement that we appreciate here on Team Stream, isn't it?
Yes. So looking at where we end up, or we engage.
We take the messy comments about your side of the table back.
But we're looking at a parting blow potentially from Hag. Now that is the extremity of Hag's melee zone, where that French flag proxy base is. So we're looking at a. Oh, it's difficult.
Difficult, lemon, difficult.
I mean, I think if you don't take the goal this turn, sprint over, pass it to edge.
Yeah.
Keep it safe.
Yeah, just keep it
Keep
secret.
it secret.
Keep it safe. Fly, you fools.
So looking at where Grayscales can go to
You
get
look at a 4-inch from where they go, and then I think
so
he's
a total 11-inch threat.
Yeah, wherever you put that, it's
Safe this
safe
turn.
Interesting. Going out to the...
Okay.
Still got our own movement left, so see where this goes.
We've got
one more on Fathom. 5-0. Momentum dodge. Just gain that momentum back. Nice momentum lead there. 5-4 in the favour of the Hunters.
It has slipped away from the fish this game.
Like an eel through the hands. Although, like we said, the plays were there.
They were.
That's the benefit of the eye in the sky that we have, I guess.
It is. Now, what do you think to rewind time? Do you take it with Shark, knowing that the Fathom... I mean, I think I'm the kind of player who likes to go for the easy play, so I think I'd have gone with Shark.
Yeah,
in the first instance, because it's so
safe.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed inverted commas.
Had it been pre-errata, Fathom probably could have done it, but that close control, it was that acrobatic.
Yeah.
That's what did it. I'm like, even then there was a chance she maybe could have done it.
Yeah.
Grayscales kind of coming over to this side. I'm not sure, but then again, what's the benefit from going over towards the side with the bear? That's just another kill for the Hunters, really.
You have to get the ball back.
Yeah. Maybe it's just kind of damage control at this point.
We've got Knuckles coming back on, I guess.
That's one Knuckles against a Theron, an edge and a bear.
Oh no, I don't mean that. I mean for where Egret ends up.
I guess.
If Egret runs down this wing, then we can have Knuckles come back on and hopefully try and do something.
Run down a wing. She's a falconer.
However, with the momentum 5-1 and with no influence left on the Fisherman table, and with a 5 in hand versus a 6.
Oh, here we go. Maybe this is the play. Running over, kicking it to Theron. Theron could generate some... can he generate momentum at range?
Sunstrike, isn't it?
Let me have a check.
Or has that changed?
So, Theron... Yes, Sunstrike spends 1 influence when targeting enemy models with character play. After resolving the play, he gains 1 momentum. So he could quite happily just plink things at range, pop a goal in.
You say happily, you'd have to spend 3 influence just to target the only model nearby.
Shark might be in range.
8 inches with that 4-inch widget.
I think he's just kind of checking everything. Is it worth passing it to Theron? Is it worth doing it myself? I mean, she's a 4-1, but if anything has been proven this game, France have had very unlucky dice with the character plays at very key moments. And I know that dice don't work that way, but these ones
malicious cubes of hate.
Yeah.
That's all they are.
Random chance cubes. Such as they are. That clock lead that the Hunters had is slipping ever so closely back to even again. 8 minutes 40 for France and the Hunters, whereas the Czech Republic Fish have still find themselves on 6 minutes 18 seconds. This might be our first game that goes to time. Anything from the chat?
Guys in chat saying that they reckon the right play here is to pass the ball to Theron, bunker up around him.
Yeah.
Win on clock. As soon as you get that 1 point, go score.
Yeah, or try and maybe bait another kill in.
Yeah.
And then score.
Bait a fish.
Huh, very good. Whatever he does, he needs to make sure he does it quick.
I mean, winning on clock only matters if you actually use your time well.
Exactly, yeah. Particularly when you have that advantage.
I mean, heck, pass it to the bear.
Yeah.
Pass it to anyone up there. Edge.
I think it's Theron, don't you? I mean, yeah, like he's going to, you know, maybe a little bit rough to try and generate momentum and what have you, but at this point, it's kind of like, as long as you can get the ball there so you can score at some point.
Yeah.
Moving there.
Just moving. Look at that.
Sniping onto...
Everything's a
onto
snipe.
Shark.
Snapfire.
Snapfire.
Hit, 1 damage poison. 2-inch dodge. Very
so
nice.
that's got to be, yeah, that's got to be, Snapfire. Dodging in with Swift Strikes.
Yep,
Get
2-inch
over to
dodge.
Theron.
Very nice.
That's within tapping range.
Boosting the pass as well.
Bonus timing, if you will. That works.
And it's successful.
Ball's over on Theron. Keep the momentum or spend it. I think you keep it. Oh, he dodges 4. Aha!
Well, he knows that Hag still has to activate, can Shadow Light, and walk 2.
Sure.
So it's 4 inches, effectively 6 inches worth of inverted commas threat to tie him down. So
yeah, although admittedly, if Hag wants to come anywhere near Theron at this point,
and the bear.
yeah. I think he's just kept that. And that's the end of the turn. So 2 damage on Shark, down to 7 health.
Down to 7 health.
With the poison.
+4 to the Hunters. They can use their 5 with certainty that they will win this match. Win this match. Win this. Win this turn.
At this point, commentator's curse, but maybe. And the cards back to be
So
revealed.
you've got to assume the fish are going to use one of their 4s or a card with good effect.
Yeah. I don't see how the fish are going to try and get their way out of this one. Swimming up river, if you will.
So I wonder if he has to play his 5 because he can't risk Slava having a 7.
Yeah. Because he doesn't know
5
that the other
he could play 4 actually. He's got +4, so he needs to play his 5.
So that's going to be +1 kicks. I think that's a +4 card for
he used it. He risked it.
Let's have a look. I think that's at the Hunters going first.
Yep.
With the card giving +1 kick, and I think that's a wing back for the Hunters there. Although I will double check if they actually had wing backs.
Important bit of a takeaway from this is that the Hunters are going first.
Yeah, wing backs for the fish
Yep.
going second, and the Hunters have keep the ball moving. Yeah.
Judge call from a different tournament. No, had a
Other
judge call.
tournaments are available. We had a couple of terrain things.
Yeah, before the
about
game.
it. Yeah.
When it should be called.
So, influence allocation here. Looks like already done for his influence allocation has been quick all game.
Has
2
been.
on the bear, about 3 on edge, full stack of 6 on Theron, 2 on egrets, and nothing on minx. And in terms of the fish, we have a couple on fathom, couple on grayscales. That's about it so far.
I don't see any way back in for the fish.
Yeah. Knuckles very wisely, not coming on anywhere near the bear.
No. Doesn't want to do that again.
Yeah.
Snare's been amazing in this game for the Hunters.
Oh,
really,
yeah.
Really keeping the fish defense low and their movement shorter than they need.
Particularly on, like, say, Theron, where like it's built into his attacks. If it just does damage, you're snared. In addition to anything else it does.
Yeah. And giving edge in that turn 1, the 3-inch dodges. Incredible. 5 on Shark, giving the full 6.
Might as well at this point. 2 on everyone else, more or less.
There we are.
I got 6 on Shark, there we go. And clock over to the Hunters.
Took a minute to do that influence. Took a minute to do that influence.
See, I think like I said before, like if the Hunter player's been doing one thing well, I mean, he's doing many things well this game. He's been very good at kind of using other time. You know, he's obviously been thinking about his influence on other time. Snap and dropping the ball to edge, yeah, not a bad idea.
I think at the moment he's just said he's just dropping it for now.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like no one's grabbing it.
I could.
Yeah, she only got 2 though. Placing the forest over there. Passing it. There we go. Asking his dice to please work at that point, and you know, this is one last time they do.
Very good.
All you got to do is be pleasant to the dice, those inanimate objects. Yeah. Dropping the ball on its side. Sloppy play, but we'll allow it. Staying outside of Knuckles' range.
He's not base to base, so he can stay outside of Knuckles in case he wants to dodge.
Yeah, smart. Because at this point, he's just generating momentum. 3-0 because of snared. 2 momentous damage on Hag.
She is down to 7 health.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He's just swinging here. Doesn't really care.
2 momentous damage. Down to 5, I believe.
Yep.
2 more attacks left.
Can he do it with a spike? Yes, he can.
Oh, he's bonus timing it. Not a bad idea.
Oh.
Oh, beautiful.
Your mama said he could do it if he spikes.
How many futures have you seen where Hag is killed in one go? 14,605,000.
He didn't take it, though.
Oh, just momentous 2.
Just momentous 2. Maybe he wants her alive.
2 momentous damage killing. Maybe missed.
Oh, he had an extra influence we didn't see.
There we go. Okay, sure. Then using the heroic on to doing sharks to make him even more miserable, I guess. So that is the Hunters up to 9 points, I believe. And with Edge with the ball in that forest, you've got to imagine that is...
I don't think he's in there.
Oh, it doesn't matter at this point, does it? It's going to be tight. I think that's probably out. It's by a hair.
It looks out.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, he's outside. There we go.
Doesn't matter, though.
I was doing it on Knuckles. Why not? Pox the resilience, just in case. Clock over to the fish. It's the hunt escape at this point, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Well, mind you say that. His dice. As long as he asks them to be good.
Yeah, well, he just walks into... He mirages to the other side of it, walks into base contact with the... Or just from there, takes 3 shots with 3 momentum into the goal, has the ability to walk, to scoop up the ball if it goes 6 to the 6 or 6 to the 1. And having 3 dice, needing 3s, I think it's all wrapped up, to be honest.
Yeah. I think you go for volume of attempts on the goal rather than quality of them.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, with snared on there, you can clear that, sprint 9 inches down, tidal surge yourself, attack, tackle, just kick it into space.
I think that's probably the play here, is just to...
Just delay.
Yeah.
And then the bear kills you to get you to 11, and you find some of the...
just sit there on clock, don't you? Just kind of...
Yeah.
Don't even waste time, just bump, 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 bump.
Yeah.
Yeah, Edge is really putting work this game. Really putting work. Like I said, she's not one I think I've ever seen Edge on the table in my games. But yeah, real surprising. It's something different outside of Scather. You actually have like a viable goal threat now.
Yeah. Triple dodge on 1 with a tackle.
Apparently it's good.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to buy Edge, she is available on store.steamforged.com.
Alongside all the other Free Cities Draft rookies and the new Alchemist teams done for the first time in resin. And
you might as well pick up Cami and Veteran Calculus whilst you're there, get the whole set. And then when Soma comes out, get him too.
Yeah, and of course, Calculus is one of the veteran models that we had previously in the New Beginnings and Exiles boxes. And they are being re-released in batches, in resin batches.
Yep.
And I think it's Calculus, Veteran Cinder, Gutters in this one, I think Hemlock's in this one.
That's it for this one.
I was only the 4. Okay. So all the church ones, Honor, they'll be coming down later down the line.
Yeah. Richard Sakana, he is coming. Don't you worry.
And, yeah. I've held those new resins in my hand and they are beautiful.
They're amazing.
The doggo is separate, Honor. That doggo is no separate. It's its own doggo. Oh, good boy.
Put him on a different base. Alternate quaff.
Yeah.
Quaff on a diet.
Yeah. Of course, Veteran Honor confirmed at Nova last month. One of the crossover players from the Farmers into the new Shepherd's Guild. So get ahead into your Shepherd's Guild planning right away.
No beekeepers?
The real Beekeepers Guild was all the friends we made along the way.
We're just giving up the game here.
Yeah, because I guess that shark activation would be a drain on clock, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so France asking, do they have luck or not?
I don't understand why the tentacles movement was so measured if you're just giving away the game.
Yeah. So kind of looking, okay, if I moved here, you know, if I teleport and then move just a fraction, where would the ball bounce to? Like I said, I think we go with what Giblin said, which was just teleport, then kick.
Yeah.
Should be fine. You're only looking for 3s.
It's got a massive 7-inch walk, right?
Given that this is the goal to win the game,
Yeah.
even though he's got a very slim clock advantage, just using a little bit of extra time just to be absolutely sure. I think we're looking at a teleport and a walk, though.
Seems silly to walk.
Oh, bonus time in the shot. Should be fine anyway.
4 dice needing a 3.
And
There
he does
it is.
it anyway.
That's goal.
Okay, so that
And I
is-
believe that takes France through.
It does. Look at them go.
They are ecstatic.
Typical celebration. Well done,
Yeah.
guys. That is France and the Hunters winning 12 points over the Czech Republic's Fish 4 points. So that's France through to the 5th round of the WTC here in Belgium, the unbeaten group.
Yep.
And well done to them.
We're going to go off for lunch and we'll be back very shortly, well, about an hour's time or so, for round 5.
Round 5, round 5, round 5, round 5.
See you then.